Good morning, guys. It is Monday, March the 30th, and we are at the beginning of our third week of digital learning. And I'm actually getting ready to do my lesson for kindergarten through third grade. Next week is spring break, and the weekend that follows spring break is Easter. So today, my activities and the story I'm going to read all revolve around the Easter holiday that's coming up. So, let's get started. This is a really cool little book. It's called The Best Easter Eggs Ever, and it's written by Jerry Smath. That's the author. So, let's see what happens in this story. Springtime had finally come, and Easter was almost here. This was a busy time for Easter Bunny, who painted all the Easter eggs himself. They're really pretty illustrations or drawings. Each of Easter Bunny's little helpers had a special job to do, too. Willa Bunny was in charge of weaving the Easter baskets. Jelly Bean Bunny filled them with marshmallow, chicks, chocolate, and jelly beans. And Bella Bunny tied a beautiful bow on the handle of each basket. Let's see the other side. "I like your polka dot eggs," she said to Easter Bunny. "Thank you," said Easter Bunny, "but I need a new design for my eggs this year. I see polka dots even when I am not painting them." "Can we help you?" asked his helpers. Easter Bunny thought a while. Then he said, "Maybe you can." Easter Bunny handed each of them an unpainted egg and a paint box with brushes. "Let's have an Easter egg painting contest," he said. "Whoever paints the best Easter egg wins, and the winner can paint their design on all the Easter eggs this year." The three little bunnies cheered. Then each one went in a different direction, hoping to find something pretty to paint. "Be back in time for dinner," called Easter Bunny. "We're having carrot stew tonight." Willa Bunny loved the seashore, so that is where she went. While curious seagulls looked on, she scanned the beach for something interesting to paint. It didn't take long. Not far away stood a tall lighthouse with bold red stripes. Willa took out her widest brush and painted those same red stripes on her egg. Because he loved spring colors, Jelly Bean Bunny's search took him to the country. Spring flowers everywhere shot off their beautiful colors as if to say, "Paint me!" So that is just what Jelly Bean Bunny did. Using his prettiest colors, he painted flowers on his egg. Bella Bunny walked and walked, but didn't see anything she wanted to paint. Then, looking up, she saw fluffy white clouds floating across the blue sky. One looked like a bird. Another looked like a carrot. One cloud even looked like Easter Bunny. Bella thought the clouds would be fun to paint on her egg. But when she stopped to paint them, the wind blew the clouds further away, over the woods. Bella kept running after them. Deeper and deeper into the woods she ran. Suddenly the sky grew dark and the clouds disappeared. Bella Bunny found herself tired and alone, without ever having painted her egg. She was trying to find her way out of the dark woods when the moon suddenly appeared. Then one by one, stars began to fill the night sky. Suddenly, Bella knew what her Easter egg design would be. She took out her brush and by the light of the moon started painting her egg with golden stars. Easter Bunny was in the kitchen cooking his stew when Willa and Jelly Bean returned. "Where is Bella?" he asked. "On our way here, we saw her running into the woods," said his helpers. Easter Bunny was worried. "We must go and look for her right now," he said. Using flashlights to guide their way, Easter Bunny, Willa, and Jelly Bean went into the dark woods. Bella, 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 they called. Finally, they found her. She was sound asleep in her wheelbarrow. Easter Bunny gently picked up his little sleeping helper. Then Jelly Bean led the way out of the woods. Once at home, all 3 bunnies were put to bed. "It's been a busy day for all of you," said Easter Bunny. "Tomorrow, after a good night's rest, I will look at the eggs you painted." When morning came, Willa Bunny was the first to hop out of bed. "Wake up, everyone," she called. "Today, Easter Bunny picks one of our designs for his Easter egg." "Here he comes now," Bella said sleepily. The bunnies proudly held up their eggs. Easter Bunny looked at each one very carefully. "I have never seen such bold red stripes," he said to Willa. "And look at these pretty flowers," he said to Jelly Bean. "Your stars shine brighter than the real ones," he said to Bella. "You all win the contest," said Easter Bunny. "I want all of your designs on my Easter eggs this year." Then he hung a bright gold medal on each of their creations. The 3 bunnies were overjoyed. They started to paint the Easter eggs right away. Willa Bunny painted her bold red stripes. Jelly Bean Bunny painted his pretty flowers. And Bella Bunny painted her shiny gold stars. Easter Bunny smiled as he watched his little helpers at work. "This year's Easter eggs will be the best Easter eggs ever," he said. The end. The title is The Best Easter Eggs Ever. And that is what the bunnies ended up making, right? They ended up having the best Easter eggs ever. So, this week we're going to do like we've done the last couple of weeks. And we're going to think about what happened first and in the middle and at the end of our story. I've already got it written down this time. I'm getting a little bit better as I go. We know that at the beginning, Easter Bunny decided to have an Easter egg painting contest. So, sentence number 1 says, Easter Bunny had an egg painting contest. Number 2, Bella Bunny got lost in the woods. And then number 3, all 3 bunnies won the contest. So, anytime you read a story, this is a little trick you can do. Think about what happened in the beginning of the story. Think about what happens in the middle. And then think about what happens at the end. And you can write it down like Miss Trish did here in 3 different sentences. And then the sentence that I chose for us to write is all 3 bunnies won the contest. So again, I like to mix up those words so you're practicing those phonics skills. This list says 3, contest, the, bunnies, won, and all. So you're going to write the sentence, all, and there's the word all 3 bunnies won the contest. And most of my students can do this. So parents, then you give 1 line per word, like this. And then this is a finished product. All 3 bunnies won the contest. And this is just a piece of scratch paper, so it's nothing fancy. All 3 bunnies won the contest. And that's the sentence that you got out of the scrambled words. So, I hope you enjoyed that story. The next thing we're going to do today is a little craft activity since it is Easter time. It involves your fine motor skills. I want you or your parents, somebody can draw an oval, which is actually going to be an Easter egg, on a piece of paper. And I want you to take preferably a colored piece of paper, but you could do this with white paper if that's all you have. And I want you to practice tearing that paper into little pieces. Pretty small, not big. And make yourself a good little pile of torn paper, like Miss Trish is doing right here. Let's do it over where you can see a little better. There you go. We're going to tear our paper. That uses both hands. It's a very good fine motor skill. So practice tearing that paper. On my Tuesday tip of the day, I've been focusing on fine motor skills like gluing and cutting, pencil grips, that sort of thing. So I hope you'll check those out. Then take a glue stick. Glue sticks are really good for decreased strength. This one is purple, which gives a nice visual contrast, or you can use regular glue if you don't have a glue stick. And then the gluing recommendation I gave is that you glue the paper, not what you're going to glue, not where it's going to go. So we're going to glue our paper, and then I want you to fill in your egg with the paper that you just tore. So you're making a nice little Easter egg here. You could decorate it with any number of things. You could even use cotton or, I don't know, beans. You could be creative. Shaving cream, if you wanted to do a shaving cream egg. So anyway, you get the idea. I won't do the whole thing, but you're making an Easter egg out of torn paper, which is a great activity. So that's activity number 1. And then the second activity I was going to suggest is that if you have stickers of any kind, practice taking those stickers. Again, I just drew an oval on a piece of paper. And take your stickers and glue on your Easter egg. So, if you don't have stickers, don't worry about it, but they're cheap. They're only like $1. And this is a great fine motor activity, is unpeeling those stickers and putting them all around on your egg. So, I wanted to give you a couple of different projects that you could think about doing with an Easter egg this week. So, the last thing I'm going to do is touch on the things that I've usually touched on during my weekly lessons. As you're at home together, think about, working, then playing, up, then down, up, then down. Set that timer for your fine motor work, or if you're playing on a video game, set the timer then too. You don't want to just be on a video game for hours and hours, anything like that. Think about climbing on any sort of playground equipment you might have access to. Run around the house. Push against the wall push-ups. You could say, this room feels too small this morning. Let's push the walls out and try to make it a little bigger. Do those chair push-ups where you're up and down, up and down, up and down. Help your mom with chores like vacuuming or sweeping or mopping. And then you could think about pulling a friend or pile up something heavy on a blanket or a pillow or a wagon. All those are good sensory motor or heavy work ideas. Finally, on fine motor, remember to fix your grip. Practice adaptive skills like getting dressed with buttons, buttoning and unbuttoning. Take a shirt of your dad's or your mom's and work on buttoning skills right now. You've got some extra time. Make sure you can take your shoes and socks off and on. And then just work on being more independent with all your self-help routines. Getting ready for bed, getting up in the morning and making up your bed. This is just a good time to practice all those things. Bake something with your mom in the kitchen. Try to do some cookies or some brownies or set the table at night. We've all got a little extra time, so it's a good time to practice those things that you may not have time to do during the busyness of regular school and regular work. Again, you can reach out to me at any time on Dojo or at T. McKenzie, that's McKenzie, at gcbe.org. And I will see you hopefully at school. But if not at school, then I'll be back on here after spring break for our weekly lesson. Bye-bye. Have a great day.